You're live.
Hey,
Sorry about that. I didn't know.
we are live.
I hit the live button. I didn't mean to.
Working on a little, what's it called?
It's
porch
a
planter or something?
porch planter with your address.
So actually it stands up like this. It won't stand up till I get stapled together, but
Right.
this goes on the back like that. So you have like a little place to put a little plant in there if you want to.
Right. And then
All staples together and put your, I guess
stain
your
it and put
street
your
address or your
street
name.
address or your name or right. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been working on for just playing around. Thanks to Shauna.
Our friend
Gave
Shauna.
us the blueprint. What I'm gonna do now is put this down, put that there. That goes there. Make sure you get the grain going the same direction. And I always try to look and see where all the knots are. So kind of line it up. Find the better option here, which is this one. So in case you want to stain it, it's got the better looking grain on it.
Right.
And just kind of line it all up, which I'll put some glue on here before I staple it. And this is the bottom. We have a couple holes in the bottom in case you want to put a plant in there so the water drips out the plant. It won't stay in there and get all yucky. So that's kind of what it's going to look like when it's all stapled together.
You gonna glue it first?
Yeah, yeah. Well, what you doing is the more important thing. See what you're doing now. Just flip it around.
So, I just started on this about 20 minutes
I
ago.
think it looks pretty cool. So let's show them what it originally looked like.
So these are just cables with a metal base and this laminate top. There's Cotton back from his exploration. So this is what it looked like.
Which basically looks like a shelf kind of thing. It's just
Looks like laminate.
laminate, yep.
And that's what it looks like
And
now.
that looks like a piece of wood. Look at that.
So
Good job. So how'd you do it?
So here's how I did it. First, you gotta put gloves on because this is an oil-based gel stain. So
Cotton says, what are you talking about?
where were you, buddy? Were you back there exploring?
You take a run around? All right.
So
This is that real expensive stuff, isn't
this
it?
is Old Masters gel stain. This is what I use.
You notice how she avoided answering that question.
Well, this is what I use on our garage door project, and we had it left over. So it's leftover material.
So you put some of that on there first?
So the first thing I did was, let me show you. I put some.
Hello, Linda, and hello, Brenda.
I put some black. I put some. So this
Zoom
one
in
is
on
the
that.
black. So I did. This is Spanish oak gel stain, and so the first thing I did was I put some of this because this is black. You can see, and I used this
For your
piece
first
of,
coat?
For the first coat. That's all that's on this one.
Okay.
And then I use this piece of cardboard and see how it's kind of ripped there to give you the ribs. And then I just drug it around in random
Kind of make it look like it has
grain.
grain on it. There you go. Well, that's a neat little trick.
And then, let me get another glove. And then I'm gonna put another coat on in the walnut, the dark walnut. And that kind of gives it that wood tone.
Yep. Cool.
So this is, I should really let this first coat dry overnight, but, because it's a gel stain, so it takes like 24 to 48 hours to dry.
You're putting two different colors on the
Two
same
different
board.
colors. But I'm impatient and I don't like to wait, and I just wanted to get these done real quick. So
Get it closer here.
just kind of wipe
this
it
the
on.
different color?
Yeah, this is the dark walnut.
The original one is
Spanish moss or Spanish oak or something.
Spanish oak.
Which is more black. So if you come in close, you can see the difference.
Yep, I see. Trying to keep the glare off of it.
Yeah. And then I'm just wiping it lightly because because the black is still wet. If I wipe too hard, it's gonna wipe the black off too. So
Now you're going to use
This
the board
is-
on this, the rib board thing?
the what? On this coat?
Yeah.
No. I mean, you could. This is a really fun stain to work with because it's gel, it's not liquid. But it has a very strong odor, so right now it smells in here pretty strong. Like you can probably smell it, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And it does take a long time to dry, and it is combustible, so you have to be careful how you dispose of your rags and stuff. But I did our garage door in this, following a very similar process. I put the dark on first, the black to kind of like bring out the grain in our metal door, you know, because we have like most garage doors, it's that metal, but it looks like wood with the grain.
Right.
And so I put that like in the corners of the panels and stuff. And then did a coat in the dark walnut. But the dark walnut on our garage door I put it on much heavier than I'm putting this on. So it's really, really dark. But this is a really good stain. This is what I'm gonna use on our beam in the living room and the wall we took down.
Okay.
So,
Get a little closer there.
but it is, I mean, it's not super, super cheap. It is, but it lasts a long time. I mean, I did our whole garage door with less than one
It's
can.
a double-sized garage, so it's big.
So I'm just kind of wiping this pretty lightly because, like I said, I don't want to take that black off. If I let it dry, then I could wipe harder.
You're
Does that
kind of
make
getting
sense?
that wood look.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
go right
just-
here, you can kind of see the difference where she has and has not put on the second coat. This is still kind of wet over here,
Yeah,
kind of
it's,
sticky.
it takes like a good, 24, 48 hours to dry, probably, maybe 72. So you just kind of, you want it to look kind of random because it's supposed to look like wood. So I don't know, it's the first time I've done this, but I thought I'd give it a try.
Very cut.
Since I did the garage door, I figured the same concept. And then we have another plastic display that I'm going to do this with too. And then actually I'm going to do our front door to match our garage door.
Okay, so can you stay with me for a minute?
Babs is here. You hear her in the background.
Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet.
It's all right.
You're okay.
You're doing a lot.
It's a late night at the cotton shed. Tim's working on wood. I'm working on stain, and Babs is working on the computer.
Okay, so
And this is just cheesecloth.
So you definitely want to use your gloves, you said.
Yes, with this stuff for sure. Usually I don't wear gloves.
So it's not a water base.
It's not a water base, no. This will stain your fingers and
Probably your clothes.
yes, and it will take a while to,
So we need to be careful where you throw the leftovers.
yes. But you could probably do the same.
Well, I'm impressed. It looks really good. I mean, compared to what it was,
You could probably do the same concept with a different kind of stain. I'm just using this because it's what we had. And I worked with it before, so.
hello, Janice. Hello, Brenda. Staining a piece of laminate.
Yes.
So these are just metal tables with laminate inlay, and they, of course, I used to have wheels on there. We took them off so people couldn't push the stuff around that was on there. There's glass displayed on top of them, but people would bump them the wheels and they'd move, so we took the wheels off. So, but they're kind of neat. They actually, one fits up under the other one.
They nest.
Nest, is that the word?
Yes.
But this is looking like a piece of wood now versus what it looked like earlier.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was a piece of laminate that looked like wood already, or was supposed to look like wood already, but it definitely,
Well, it looks a whole lot different now
But
if
I
you flip
think
it
now
over.
it's definitely got more
Yeah, if you flip it over, you can definitely see a
more
big difference.
texture to it and more
Little piece
depth.
there, you might want to do something with like a big old spot there.
Big glob, yeah. Well, I really need another piece of cheesecloth.
Well, this is not just tip to touch that little glob up. So I think it looks, I mean, it does look like a big old piece of wood. Again, compared to the other side, I don't want to turn it over because I won't get that stuff on my bare hands because it does not come off very easy.
So the cheesecloth, it does leave little, you know, marks where you stop. So I'm just using a paper towel to kind of smooth those out. And then we'll let these dry for a couple of days. And then we're actually going to put them in, we're going to use them in one of our displays.
Let's turn the small one over so I can kind of put them side by side and look at them. Here's a definite, something we need to.
That's actually
something in the wood?
yes, yeah.
Like
It got scratched.
Scratched, oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is already pretty dry, but if you rub hard, you could get it off. So that's one of the reasons why I like gel stain is because it doesn't dry fast. You have a lot of time to work with it. So, you know, if you put it on and then
Big glob right there in the corner.
that's where it's cracked. It's chipped.
Oh, chipped, okay.
And you don't, you know, you're not loving how it looks because it takes so long to dry. You have.
Well, it takes it from a piece of laminate looking material to actually looks like a piece of wood. I mean, it looks like almost like a piece of oak. That light color.
Yeah, that's a chip right there. So, this is what it looked like before.
So there's the before, which again, I'm trying to get away from the glare. So there you go, it's plain old Jane laminate to looks like a piece of wood. So big difference. Janice says, do you seal S-C-A-L them with anything?
You know, you can. I don't know that I necessarily will seal these with anything because we're just using them as display. But when I did the garage door, because it's out in the weather and the elements, I sealed it with, I think Old Masters, they have a really, really good top coat. It's like $50 a gallon, but it works really well. And I did the garage door in that top coat. I think it's by Old Masters. And I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, I did the garage door and it's been a year and a half since I did the garage door and it still looks the same. And actually I painted the tile floor in our condo down at Gulf Shores with just not regular paint. It was like floor paint, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know, my head's getting tired.
And anyway, I did, I sealed the tile that I painted, the bathroom floor tile in the same top coat.
Yep. Kim Nichols Morris is watching.
And
hello, Kim.
It's held up really well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty amazed that looks so good there.
So, why are you amazed at what your wife does?
I'm just saying this. You are very creative. I mean, I never thought to put stain on that. I would see you putting some paint on it. But that stain looks really good. I like it. It really looks like a piece of wood.
Yeah, I might put a quick coat of polyacrylic on it. Just to make sure. But you really need to let it dry before you put a top coat on it.
Don't put that inside there. I was going to take that outside. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll take that one outside.
So,
all
that's
right.
that.
Awesome. You want to sign off or say anything before you sign off?
All right. You want to say goodbye? Babs, you want to say goodbye?
I'll do my project. So you.
Well, let's show everybody how you're doing yours.
I'm just going to glue this together. In fact, I'm going to do it. Put a piece of glue there. This is just basically making a box. You don't have to glue these things, but I always do. I think it just makes it stick together better.
I glue it when I'm doing it because it holds it in place when you're using the nailer. There comes Cotton again. Where were you?
It's making me a little nervous going back there.
What were you doing back there?
For a while.
Huh? What were you doing back there? You garden? You being a good guard dog? Ooh, he doesn't like that noise.
No, he does not.
See, I let it dry more before I start nailing so that it kind of holds it in place. But you're...
Probably better. Somebody said you were impatient, or I was impatient.
I'm impatient.
Well, what I should have paid more attention with the board has a bow in it. I should have put the bow the other direction, so that's kind of throwing me off here a little bit.
So while you're working on that, I want to let you guys know next Tuesday is Vintage After Dark, which is when we say open till 8 and we have snacks and drinks and stuff. And we're gonna open our studio for Vintage After Dark. If you would like to come and make one of our projects, one of our round signs or a porch sign, we have one set of the bunny and eggs left. We have the little tags. If you wanna come make one of our projects, the studio will be open from 6 to 8 during Vintage After Dark. You don't have to make a reservation. You just come in and pick out your project and we'll get you started. But again, we only have one set of the bunny and eggs left and we can't get any more.
Easter is upon us.
26 days, not that I'm counting.
This would be my prototype. I should have paid more attention to the bow of the wood. Because it's bowing the wrong way. Which again won't be that noticeable on some ports, but I'm noticing it now.
So this is gonna be one of our April projects. Where you going, Cotton? We'll be getting this up on the Facebook page and the website pretty soon.
What are you gonna call this?
It's a porch planter. Address porch planter, something like that, I can't remember. But you can put your family name or your address, like, you know, 150 Main Street or whatever, on the long piece of wood. And then you can put a plant or flowers or whatever in the box section.
All right, so then we do the bottom.
And Tim has even got a hole in the bottom for you so that if you put a live plant in and you water it, the water can drain out, which is super smart. Where are you going? That was Babs.
So now you just set it up and do the back. And guess what? I forgot to put glue on the back.
This is why we always do a prototype.
Yes, we do.
Because you learn all of the
Steps you gotta do.
uh-huh.
I'm trying to get one so you just kind of see what it looks like in
Right.
real life. Nice, so now it's kind of, I'm adding some more now. There you go.
There it is. Cute.
Like I say, you got some more holes in the bottom in case you put a plant there so it won't just suck up drain up all the junky stuff. So
then on the tall board, you'll have a choice of, we'll probably do a couple different designs that you could put on it, name or address.
of course you can stain it or paint it.
You can stain it, you can paint it.
About 30 something inches tall, so it's, you know,
Cute.
just try to put on your porch, put a little plant in there.
It's probably gonna be, how much do you think it's gonna be?
$100.
$100.
I don't know. That's your department. I'm gonna say $50, $60. I don't know. Because you got to. Are they gonna stain them or paint them or either?
Either. I was thinking like 40, 45 maybe.
I agree with whatever you say. 'Cause You're the
45.
You're the one that helps everybody with it. I like it though. It's an easy project.
So that's what's going on around here tonight. Building things, staining things. I think these turned out pretty good. If you didn't know it was stain and you were just looking at it, would you know it was stain? Does that make sense? That's my question. If you didn't know, could you, that's what I want to say. If you didn't know, could you tell? What do you think, Babs? If you didn't know that was stain, could you tell?
I think it's real wood.
Turned out pretty good, huh? And I did it in, what time is it?
6:30.
I did it in about 40 minutes. So, pretty quick little project.
There you go.
All right. Where are you taking me for dinner?
Outback.
Outback.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks
We
for
will,
watching.
Post these classes coming up soon.
Yep, we're gonna get these classes open. We're gonna be doing that box. We're gonna be doing our plant stand, the big plant stand, like with that you hang a plant from. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing this. We've got this new name sign up here. Let me zoom in. Isn't that cute? We're gonna be doing that. And I think we've got a couple other sign designs that we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna have a nice little variety of projects for you for April. So stay tuned. We're gonna get those posted ASAP. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night.
Thanks for watching.